Hello, in this video we shall be looking at the basic ideas of limiting value of a function. Okay, now what I just want you to know is that anytime you want to take the limit of a function, make sure that that function is in its simplest form. So once a function is in its simplest form, you can just simply substitute. Okay, so now let us look at these basic forms. We have in this example we are to evaluate limit as x tends to 5 of 3x minus 1. How do we do that? 3x minus 1, is it in its simplest form? Fine, yes, it is in its simplest form. So we are going to take the limit as x tends to 5 of 3x minus 1 is just going to be, as x is going to 5, it means that at the end of the day x will be exactly 5. So you can substitute this 5 into this function because this function is already in its simplest form. So we have 3 times 5 minus 1, which gives us what? 15 minus 1, and finally is equals to what? 15. So that means that the limit as x tends to 5 of 3x minus 1 is equals to 14. The same way, in the second question here, we have the limit as x tends to 2 of x squared minus 7. X squared minus 7 is in its simplest form. Definitely, we can easily substitute 2 into this function. Then we have 2 squared minus 7, which gives us what? 4 minus 7, which is equal to 3. So that is the limit as x tends to 2 of x squared minus 7 is equals to minus 3. So now let us also check out this. Question C, we have the limit as x tends to minus 1 of x squared plus 4. Also, x squared plus 4 is in its simplest form. So this guy becomes the limit. Okay, you can just substitute minus 1 squared plus 4, which gives us 1 plus 4, and that's 5. So that is the limit as x tends to minus 1 of x squared plus 4 is equal to 5. Okay, also now going to this question D. This is a fraction, and you all know that in a fraction the denominator must not be 0. So definitely there are some values of x that must not go into this fraction. We must not substitute some values for x in this fraction, and there is a particular value like that, and that value is what? 2 over 3. So definitely if we put minus 2 into this function will still be defined. So we can go ahead and say the limit as x tends to minus 2 of minus 1 over 3x minus 2 will give us minus 1 over 3 into minus 2, and that gives us was minus 1 over minus 6 minus 2, which is minus 1 over minus 8. Finally, we can conclude that the limit as x tends to minus 2 of minus 1 over 3x minus 2 is equal to 1 over 8. Now, I'm going to leave you with the last question here. It's very easy. In fact, I can even give you the answer directly, because if you look at this very well, the denominator must not be 0. Now, if you look at it, this 0 now, if you substitute for x, this fraction still defines. Okay? So definitely the limit as x tends to 0 of the whole of this is just going to be, if you put 0 in all of this, x will be 0, all of this will be 0. Then we have 9 over 15. And so that gives us what? 3 over 5. So thank you, God bless you. See you in the next class.